drilling these holes so I can get my coping saw in there to cut off some of these edges. This is another handle. That's one handle right there. The inside. It's going to have two pieces, an inside and an outside for each one. So I'm actually need 4 of these handles. The outsides are going to be slightly bigger and the insides are going to be slightly smaller. I'm cutting them to the insides to be 3 inches, and I'm going to cut the outsides to be 4 inches. But once you sand them down and once you get them cut out, they wind up being a little bit less than that. I think I measured this one out. I think I lost 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch, not quite a 1/4 inch. But if I can drill these holes, I can get my coping saw in there and kind of cut out the corner here, the right angle here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Right there, it's right there. Take my word for it, it's right there. Let's see, that'd be good. So once I get the holes drilled, I go up to a 1/4 inch hole size on my bit, make those holes bigger, and then I can get my little coping saw in there and kind of get the corners off a little bit. Still gonna be really, 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 really rough, but I can chisel the rest of it out of there. There we go. And once I get the two handles, once I get this handle kind of like this, then I'll be able to put them in the put them in my drill holder, and I'll be able to shape them together so they'll be the same. They'll be the same circumference around there. All this is going to do is I'm going to notch out about half of it, the size of this nut. 7/8 nut. Just a regular 7/8 nut, and I'm gonna cut out about half of this and set that nut on the inside. Then I'll do the same thing to the bigger ones on the outside. Then I'll glue them together, with the nut on the inside. So this will just be a big handle with a nut on the inside, so I can screw this on here like so. All right. When I get it down to where I can cut it with a coping saw, we'll come back. See, it got these sharp corners off here now. Now what I can do is just kind of go across these two holes to kind of shave that up a little bit. And right here also. These two holes and these two holes. And that'll get it in a basic shape, and I can use my chisel to shave away the rest of it. That's what I was after. Looks like some sort of Aztec symbol, doesn't it? It's the Aztec symbol for turn me into a circle. What I'm doing now is I'm going back with my knife and my blade here, and the circular part that I've made, that I've marked here with my pencil, excuse me, I'm going back and making that cut deeper. See what happens, let's see if I can see it on this side. Yeah, what happens is sometimes when you're chiseling it away, it'll run on you. That grain will run on you a little bit. So if you've got this side and you've got it cut deep, when it runs, it just runs to where you got it cut and it stops right there. You may have to do this throughout the time you're chiseling away this side. See how I've already started chiseling away a little bit on this end right here? But sometimes when you're chiseling, it'll run on you. The grain and the wood it'll run with the grain, and it'll start running on you like that right there. Well, when it does that, if your cut is deep enough where you've marked it, it'll stop right there and it won't run any further. So I'm going back right now that I've kind of started chiseling, I see how the wood's gonna do. I'm going back and I'm making this cut a little deeper right here, all the way around, and on this side as well. That way, you know, the more I chisel, the deeper that cut is, the less chance of it is running into the handle itself. Okay? You'll see where I mismarked right here. See the little hole right there? That's the dead center hole right there. Right there's the dead center hole, and it's even off. It's okay on this side though. No, it's off on that side though, ain't it? But anyway, that's why I'm doing that. I'm gonna make this cut a little deeper, so if it does run with the grain, it stops right there where the cut is. It won't go further into the handle. So that's what I'm doing now. Alright? We're getting there. I've shaved that much of it off. If y'all can remember what it looked like before. Chiseled this much of it off. Ooh. We're getting there. You can tell the ends of it. I'm going to go back with my knife again and kind of chisel out or cut out a little bit deeper here, because you can tell how it runs some right there. So I'm going to go back with my knife again and cut it around there and cut it around there, so I don't gouge into the good part of my handle. I'm sorry, I didn't have you in the camera. I'm going to cut around here with my knife and go a little bit deeper around the edge, because you can see how it goes deeper. See these little gouges right here? If I didn't have it cut, it would dig into the good part of the to the handle. But we're getting there. Maybe we'll get it done tonight. That's kind of what I'm shooting for, is to kind of get it done. I mean, we still got a ways to go, but we're getting it there. Okay, I got this part chiseled out pretty much round. Darn bolt in the hip. I got this part chiseled out pretty much round. Now all I gotta do is put it on my little drill thing right back here. My lathe thingy. And I put it with the other one here. I put them both together because I got a 1/4 inch hole in that one. I got to put one in this one. And I'll put them together and I'll sand them. I'll run it through that thing and I sand them. I got some cool sandpaper. I got up to 3,000 grit sandpaper. I got some 80, 220, all the way up to 3,000 grit. Of course, I won't use 3,000 on this stuff, but I missed a spot there. But anyway, I got this, and I put them together, and I get them kind of close to being the same. Because like I said, I'm gonna gouge out the center of that anyway, right there, and put a nut inside there. That's gonna take some intricate work, I believe, because I'm gonna have to put some brass stock on the inside of it, so I'm gonna have to make it just a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna have to cut little pieces of this to put inside there. Once I do, though, I think it'll do everything that I need it to do. So I ain't got to use this every time I try to use this little Moxon vise. But we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I got both of my inner pieces done. I just got to drill a hole right here, a bigger, that size hole in that piece of block. All right. If you like our stuff, if you like our videos, I shouldn't say that. If you like our stuff, that's used by another YouTube guy. Anyway, if you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe, like it, hit the bell. That way you know every time we post a new one. I try to kind of keep them up to date on Facebook, the Shop Time videos. The episode videos that I do every week, I post them on every Monday. And I post them on Facebook like 2 weeks after that, just to kind of give you some idea of how I like to post stuff like that. But if you subscribe and like it, if you subscribe and hit that bell, you'll be able to get it just as soon as I post it. So do that if you like the videos, and I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks. That's all I got.